Welcome back. This is a quick series. It's our Bite series where we break down a beer in 10 minutes. And on this episode, we got a special guest, Matt.
What's up?
JB, break it down.
Yep, so Bite series, we've done it before. First time Matt's been on this one. He's joined us in the past. He's with Beer Zombies, and he loves Anchorage.
That's
so
true.
we love to share incredible beer from them. This one is a special one. It's going to be a triple barrel black barley wine finished with toasted coconut, aged for 20 months in a blend of Buffalo Trace, 6-year rye, Clement Farms, 18-year Knob Creek, and Wild Turkey bourbon barrels.
Jeez.
So there's a lot going on there. Checks in at 15% ABV.
Cool. Cheers, guys.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks for bringing this one. Excited to try this.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot smoother on the front than you would think with like that bourbon nose, but I definitely get like that heat on the back end.
Yep. For
That's
sure.
fucking good.
It's one of those that's like sweet and heat, baby.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's
No,
all
literally sweet and heat.
I get that wild turkey note too on it, like a little bit on the back end. It's got that specific burn that you get when you drink wild turkey. That's good.
Dude, that is really good. I thought I wasn't going to like this one. I kind of was like, whoa, hold on, wait. That's a lot of going on in there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because normally when we get so much like barrel on the nose, like Matt was saying, you get a lot of that heat up front,
Yeah.
or you're thinking it's going to be pretty boozy, but off the start, so much sweetness, the booziness, a little bit on the back end, but I like it being there because then you go for that second, third taste, and that sweetness like just resets your palate. So that way you can experience the different bourbons in there and enjoy it.
Yeah, it's not like disappointing. Like I feel like I just had a stout that I sat on for 2 years, and I sat on it a little too long. So I went in expecting that like kind of booziness on the back end, and I got just like flat sweet. It's still fine, but
Yeah.
like I love any barley wine or stout to have like that note, especially when it's barrel aged. Like I want that little bit of a punch either on the front or the back end, and not just to be like, fucking nothing. So that's good. That's really good.
so good.
So this one is close to the one we had the other day. We shared, I think it was called the King from Anchorage. It was a half stout, half barley wine blend.
Yeah.
And I think this is the barley wine that they used in that one. So that one, if I remember correctly, it was a little bit more sweet. The stout kind of carried that one more than the
Yeah.
barley wine side of things. And I thought that was really good. But being a fan of barley wine, I think I like this one a little bit better.
I agree.
Because it has a little bit more distinguished characteristic to it, especially on the back end with that kind of burn of the barrel.
Yeah. That's nice.
Aaron, what do you think?
Yeah. So what are the adjuncts in here again?
Just coconut.
Just
Toasted
coconut. Just toasted coconut. How much toasted coconut do they throw in this thing?
Right? That's what I was thinking, too. I was like, man, the toasted coconut in this is just, like, present throughout.
Because like I don't get like a ton of coconut, but like in order for it to be that sweet, like how did?
You know what it is? It's like those Starbucks, like, man, what are those? Like those coconut macaroons that I had at a time when I was a kid. And so it's got like that on the front end, like that sweetness where it's almost like a dessert coconut, like a little bit of like a baked good. And then on the back end, it's just like that super nice, like bourbon barrel finish, which is incredible. That's awesome.
Yep.
So much.
Yep. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
I would drink this like if it was available like daily, I would almost drink it daily.
Well, I mean, the tough thing is Anchorage, like so many of their bottles, especially their barrel aged stuff, you have like the ones that go for, I think the one is called, JB, you would know, like it's called Blessed or something like that.
Yeah,
the one
Blessed,
that's like $100 or like every release, and you're like, okay, like is it really worth it for $100? Like, or it's kind of tough because Anchorage sometimes their prices with the bottles,
Yeah.
little like you're like, damn, how much incredible like ness, I guess that's not even a word, but you're gonna get from a bottle and be like, damn, I just drank and pissed out $100. Like, but
Yeah, exactly.
that
Yeah.
one, like that is what did that bottle retail for? Do you know?
So I was gonna check on Tavour because I got that one on Tavour. They've been having a lot more of their releases, which is nice because before you'd have to go through like let's say Mr. K's or if you're in California or find those bottle shops that carried Anchorage. So I think this one was around 55, maybe $60.
That's not
which
bad.
is
I'll pay
not
that.
bad at all.
Damn, so now you got me thinking, what does the 100 bottle taste like?
Yeah.
I've had it once, and that's okay. I'm more of the level where I started getting this way with bourbon too, where my first year that I was kind of starting to get into bourbon, I was like, yo, let me chase down these like crazy rare bottles, and they're expensive, whatever. And then you kind of just look at like the practicality of all that stuff, and you're like, do I have a good enough palate, which I don't still, like, to appreciate that level of bourbon? And was that really worth it? I'm spending $100 where I'm like, I kind of just dialed it down to finding super approachable, easy to find, like, bourbons that were, like, you know, in the $20, $30, $40 range.
Yeah.
And I felt myself more pleased with those than drinking, you know, the $100 bottle where I'm like, I don't appreciate this much. I don't know if anybody does, honestly.
Yeah. Well, it's like that whole concept we've talked about before of how it's marketed, how you build up the expectations. If it's rare, harder to get, you're spending $100, the expectation just doubled, right?
Right.
Whereas this one, so the price of this one was $61. So it's a little bit more on
That's
the
still fine.
pricier side, but it's because of what they put into it. And then the other one we had the other week was called Kill the King.
Okay.
So that one was the one that was the blend. And let's see here. I was trying to see the ABV. There we go. So that one was 15% also, and
Okay.
it was that one was finished with toasted coconut, and it was a blend of their double and triple oaked for 20 months in a blend of 15-year Willet Rye and Buffalo Trace.
Oh damn.
So that one had more of the Willet barrel, I think. That's
Okay.
what I was getting from that one.
That's not too bad.
No.
And it was more like dark maltiness, whereas like this one is so that sweetness kind of carries through where I don't get any like caramel or kind of those flavors in it.
Yeah. That's really good.
Yeah, but for the pricing on those two bottles, that one was 52, this one's 61. I do prefer this one more, but I don't think I could go too much over that, right? I think 61, because they're kind of curating that experience for you and sending it to you, the price is justified, but I wouldn't go any higher.
I agree.
Yeah, I think it's a good one overall. So ratings one more time. Aaron was saying 10 out of 10 for him.
I'm going to go 9 out of 10 because I don't think there's any beer on earth that's perfect, but I think that's as close to it as you're going to get for me for a beer like that from Anchorage. So, yeah, 9 out of 10.
It surprised me. Thought I was not gonna like this one, and I'm mad on this one. 9 out of 10.
Awesome.
Yeah, I would probably rank it like a 4.7 out of 5.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you know, we all did 10, and you just had to.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Had to do
that's
5.
Yeah, out of 5.
Yeah.
He wanted the
That's
big
the
share free
untapped.
podcast. Now he wants to go 4.5, 5 on his own
Right.
scale. Like, that's great.
Hey, I went
closer to 10
untapped.
now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
he is closer to 10, right?
No.
No.
No. Not at all.
He's
But
closer to 5.
I was like, we're on the 10 rating scale. I
Yeah.
was like, let's stick to the 10
Okay,
rating
so it's a
scale.
9.5.
All right.
There you go. Out of 10.
Yeah, okay.
Make it
Okay,
easy,
so
make it easy.
so what do we do now? We drinking this, or can I just ask you guys what's been happening? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. So we're gonna after this one, we're gonna go into the long form episode. So stay tuned, guys. We're gonna jump into just catching up with Matt, shooting the shit, kind of like bar talk, just hanging out. We have some great beers. Look out for the Ghost in the Machine with Equilibrium and Parish Brewing. That one's gonna be sick, and a couple other cool ones. So make sure to check that out.
Yeah,
Cheers, guys.
check it out.
Cheers.
Cheers.